Okay, hello class. Today I'm going to be lecturing on lesson 24 continued. So if you want to open your books to page 148. And so what I'm going to try and do is write some of these words for you all, give you briefs. That way you all know how to write them, how to brief it. And so I'm going to start with 24-3. And so I'm looking at the paragraph. So let me just remember how to stroke out some of these words. Let me minimize this. You've got result is R-U-L-T, result. I don't know if you remember that or not. You've got frequent, F-R-long-E-K-T, frequent. These are briefs. If you don't know them, write them down, make your flashcards, and keep going over them and over them as many times as you need to. We've got, that's it. That's all I see there. Okay. And then 24-4, I see consider is K-R, initial K, final R, consider. Purpose, the very first sentence, P-U-R-P, is the shortcut for purpose. Believed, believed by itself is B-L, come back D. Believed. Oh, no, maybe not. Sorry. Believe is one stroke. Okay, come back D. Believed. Weigh, to weigh, it's to be weighed. It's W long A-G, come back D. That way you know how to stroke that, okay? Weighed. Plead is P-L long E-D, plead. Who have, W-H-O-F, W-H-O-F, or who have. Okay, and then going on, page 151, you have briefs at the bottom. Make sure you know how to stroke these. Very important, you all, when they give you briefs in your book, you've got to learn them, okay? They're shortcuts. The sooner you learn them, the easier it's going to be for you to learn them throughout the semester. I can't stress how important it is because briefs come up all the time. If you learn them now, it's easier to incorporate them in your writing than learning them when you're in the higher speed classes. So here we go. Demand is D-M-A-N-D, one stroke. Promise, P-R-O-M-S, promise. Reason, R-N for reason, R-N. Notice it's initial R, final N. Traffic, T-R-A-F-K-T, traffic. This would is T-H-L-D. T-H-L-D, this would. Forward is F-W, and I've still got these nails on, A-R-D. Okay, forward. Toward, T-W-A-R-D. Okay, make sure you know those. And then we've got 24-5, the big paragraphs. It's 1, 2, 3 paragraphs. Let me see any words that come out there, okay? Highway. Make sure you pick these up. H-A-E is highway, H-A-E. Becoming is B-K, come back G. Exhaust, K-P-A-U-S with an asterisk. If I'm going too fast, just go back over and listen to the video, okay? Transportation is a brief, and it's T-R-P-G-S. Only, like I said, make your flashcards. Write T-R-P-G-S on one side and then transportation on the other side, and test yourselves on them. Memorize it first, listen to me saying it, and then write it on your machine. It's a three-way process. Memorization, visually practicing it on your machine, and then recognizing to read it back. Think is just T-H-I. I'm looking at paragraph 1 on 24-5. You've got reason is R-N, initial R, final N. You've got pollution is pollution, P-L-U-G-S, pollution is pollution. You've got trying to see, subway, is it S-A-E? No, subway, 2 strokes. Okay, it makes it as 2 words, but it should be 1. Maybe SWAE? No. Okay. And then you've got solution is solution, SL long UGS, solution. Device, let me give you a short way of writing device if you like it. DW long IS. Device is DW long IS, or could you stroke out device? Of course you could, but if I can show you one stroke, it helps. Remember, the W acts as a V sometimes. You've got that's all I see there, okay? And then going on to page 152, the bottom, you've got some briefs you're going to write there, so just stroke those out. The new optional brief, which the KHT. That's very important, so learn it. And then we've got 24-6, so you have a lot of homework. You also take your time, make sure that you're looking at your readers in Blackboard. If you don't have a reader, that you get one, or that you look at Blackboard. It's under handouts, and I have the steno notes there for you, okay? So you can compare the paragraph to the steno outline. You can print it up. If you have your reader book, they match up. 24-6 doesn't have the notes in the book, but if you have your reader, it'll have it in there. It matches up, 24-6. So I'll put it in Blackboard under handouts. Start here, handouts, and it'll say reader, and then you just look for 24-6, and then you'll probably need it for 24-5. 24-4 has the notes in there for you already, okay? So does 24-3. So 24-6, let me see which kind of words I can look up for you. You've got fascinating, I don't know, I'm just writing some fascinating, okay? Fascinating. You've got commerce is KMERS, 1 stroke. Road, like a roadway, is road, R-O-E-D, or roads, you can do the D-Z because it ends in a D-S. That's how you write it. Baseball is a brief, so it's Babel. B long A-B-L is baseball, if you like that. Otherwise, you're going to stroke baseball. I like Babel. B long A-B-L is baseball. You've got I think that's it, okay? Earth, like the earth that we live in, is E-R-T asterisk, okay? So that's it. I don't see anything else. River, you can write R-I-V-R. Let me see. Yes, you can write river R-E-U-V-R in 1 stroke, just so you know, okay? So that's it. So I just wanted to write some briefs for you. Let me, I'm going to go over some briefs that you should know. And then I'm going to try and do some speed building with you all, okay? Because remember, you have to pass 4 80-word-per-minute tests this semester, and some of you already passed 1. So it's 4 that you need and a 60 unfamiliar. So you need 5 tests altogether. 60 unfamiliar is slower, but it means it can be harder, okay? You need to pass 1 of those, and then you need to pass 4 80-word-per-minute tests, okay? So we really got to work on your speed. And let me start off with some words, some phrases that I think you all need to be able to write, just as a warm-up, okay? Here we go. These are all from lesson 16. They're words that review words of phrases that you all should already know. I can't stress how important they are to know because they come out all the time, and sometimes these are the words that throw my students off. It's lesson 16 and 17, okay? The little words, the a, about, after. So I'm going to dictate them to you. I'll also dictate some briefs, and then I'm going to do some speed building, okay? Just to refresh everything. I hope all of you practiced over your break. If you didn't, you need to really get on it, brush up, and here we go, you all. We're going to push you this semester. Here we go. Get your machines hooked up, find, name it a practice session, whatever you want to name it. This doesn't get turned in. All we do is verify that you logged into Blackboard. So this is how you're going to get your speed. This is how you're going to pass your tests. You've got to log in and practice to my lecture and the lab. Okay, very, very important. Here we go, you all. Find a focal point. Concentrate as much as you can. Look at the wall, look at the floor. Have your dictionary in so that you can see what you need to work on. Okay, so make sure you're in your dictionary users, okay? Here we go. Right on your machine. A, about, after, all, also, always, am, an, and, another. You all, I want to make sure that everybody's writing and SKP. SKP. Initial SKP, okay, over here. Not like this. It's wrong. It's not wrong, but you're not going to be able to phrase anything. And is SKP, okay? Here we go. Continuing. Another. Any. Are. Around. As. Ask. At. Back. Be. Became. Because. Been. Before. But. Buy, as in buy a new dress. By, as in by my side. Can. Come. Could. Day. Did. Do. Does. Down. Each. Enough. Even. Ever. Every. I, as in my eye hurts. Few. First. For. From. Go. Gone. Good. Had. Has. Have. He. Her. Him. His. I. If. In. Into. Is. It. It's. Just. Justice. Knew, as in I knew it. Know. Do you know his name? Known. Like. Little. Made. He made the bed. Make. Man. Many. May. Me. Min. More. Most. Much. Must. My. New. No. None. Not. Now. Of. Off. Often. On. One. Only. Or. Other. Our. Out. Over. People. Said. See. She. Should. So. Some. Such. Than. That. The. Their, as in their house. Them. Then. There. Go there. These. They. Thing. Think. This. through, to go, he threw the ball, through as in go through there. Time, to, T-O, to as about, as in I want to go to. To as in the number 2. Under, up, upon, us, use, use, very, was, we, well, were, what, when, where, whether, which, who, whom, whose, will, with, within, woman, women, would, year, yes, you, your. Little faster, you all. You should already know these, okay? Same material. I'm on page 89, a little faster. A, about, after, all, also, always, am, an, and, another, any, are, around, as, ask, at, back, be, became, because, been, before, but, by, as in buy a new dress, by my side, can, come, could, day, did, do, does, down, each, enough, even, ever, every, I, as in my eye hurts, few, first, for, from, go, gone, good, had, has, have, he, her, him, his, I, if, in, into, is, it, its, just, justice, new, know, known, like, little, made, as in I made the bed, make, man, many, may, me, min, more, most, much, must, my, new, no, none, not, now, of, off, often, on, one, only, or, other, hour, out, over, people, said, see, she, should, so, some, such, than, that, the, their, as in their house, them, then, there, go there, these, they, thing, think, this, through, he threw the ball, through, go through there, time, to as in T-O, to as in too much, T-O-O, two as in number 2, under, up, upon, us, use, use, very, was, we, well, were, what, when, where, whether, which, who, whom, whose, will, with, within, woman, women, would, year, yes, you, your. Practice that as much as you need to, you all, so that you make sure that you are getting everything down on that, okay? And so here are some phrases. Okay, phrases from lesson 17. Find a focal point. all of these are one stroke, in the, of the, off the, on the, I was, she was, it is, she is, there is, should be, would be, will be, has been, she could, they could, we could, or not, would have, we should, we were. Remember, all the one stroke, the in a phrase is final T, okay? Let me show you this. Was in a phrase is FS, so I, you put the I with it, IFS. Always FS. She was SHE, she's in there, FS. Be in a phrase is final B, so should be is SHOUB. Will be, HRB. Make sure you know these. Could in a phrase is KD, so she could is SHEKD. Have in a phrase is the W, so like would have, WOUF. Should is RBD, WERBD. Make sure you know those, okay? That's page 91, you all. Go over everything. I hope you all have gone over everything, that it's all fresh in your minds. Here's some more phrases, okay? I'm on page 99, the bottom. You've got to know these. I can't stress how important they are. It is. It can. You can. Sorry. I have. All of these are one strokes. Make sure you know them, okay? I have. Could have. Can be. As much. Too much. This is all from lesson 18, so let me write this. It is TS, you all. TS is it is. Remember, initial side final S, it is. You've got it can is TK. You can is UK. One stroke. I have is IF, because remember, if is TP. You've got could have is KOUF, could have. Can be is KB. As much SFFP. Too much TAOFP. Can't stress how important those are, okay? Very, very important. So read up on page 100, okay? Some more phrases. In the, to be, it was, would have, so much, at once, they should, we should, I could, that's lesson 18. Go over everything. Remember, ask is SK. It doesn't have a vowel, so I can add the ending with it, okay? Always remember that. Will is HR. I can add the ending because there's no vowel. Willed, wills. You've got be is be by itself. Being, I add the G in it, you can add the ending, okay? Make sure you know that. This is all from lesson 19, the inflected endings, okay? Some more words, phrases. In the, into the, on the, through the, I'll write them down. He is, there are, you are, he was, it was, they were, we should, answer, I hope you all know these, children, happen, student, woman, make your flashcards of these, of the, I'm on the bottom of page 108, with the, in the, will be, would be, it was, it were, he is, they are, too much, okay? Bottom of page 108. Very important that you all go over your theory, refresh everything, okay? And I'll write them down. Here's some more, you all, going on. I'm going to dictate some phrases, page 112, okay? That way you know what you need to work on. I hope you all really worked on your theory over the Christmas break. Here we go. All of these are one stroke. Don't stroke it in two. I could. It were. Are the. She could. They were. Have the. They could. We were. If the. We could. In the. Into the. They should. Could have. I have. Is the. We should. Should have. Of the. You should. Would have. You have. Off the. On the. He is. Through the. It is. Can be. When the. She is. Could be. Will the. There is. Must be. With the. Should be. There are. To be. As much. They are. Will be. So much. You are. Would be. It can. He was. At once. It can. I was. Has been. They can. It was. Of course. You can. She was. Or not. Make sure that you all know that, okay? Very, very important. So let's shake out your fingers a little bit, okay? Okay, students, continuing on to lesson 20, the contractions. I can't stress how important the contractions are. And so I'm gonna dictate the contractions. Remember, you can do one stroke, two strokes. I highly recommend the one stroke. So hopefully you all have the one stroke of writing them, very important. Here we go, contractions, okay? Make sure you know these, I can't stress how important they are. I'd, we'd, he'd, she'd, it'd, you'd, they'd, I'll, we'll, he'll, she'll, it'll, you'll, they'll, that'll, there'll, who'll, I'm, I've, we've, you've, they've, we're, you're, they're, like they are, he's, she's, it's, that's, theirs, what's, where's, whose, when's, let's. And I really like if you stroke it out in one stroke, okay? It just, to me, it seems a little easier. You put the asterisk in, and that looks to me like it's the actual apostrophe. So I don't know if that helps you all out. And here are some negative contractions, okay? I'm on page 118. Doesn't, didn't, don't, wasn't, weren't, won't, hasn't, haven't, hadn't, ain't, aren't, isn't, can't, couldn't, shouldn't, wouldn't, don't, weren't, can't, hasn't, haven't, hadn't, couldn't, shouldn't, isn't, can't, won't, aren't, didn't, don't, weren't, won't, couldn't, wasn't, isn't, didn't, don't, couldn't, aren't, it is, there is, they are, there are, have been, children, today, as well as, that were, to have. Okay, make sure you know all these phrases. He should, from the, may not, become. I'm going to write these down because I don't know if you know them or not. Very important that you know them, okay? Become is BK. I'll write them as I stroke them. Examine. Excellence. Importance. Important. Person. Result. I'm on page 130. Return. Tomorrow. Yesterday. We can. Which are. Okay, make sure you know those, page 130. And then these, of course, on page 134. Okay, and I'd like to tell you that way y'all can review. Make sure that you have your flashcards, that you made all of these into flashcards. Expect, respect, continue, damage, delay, members, object, problem, program, question, for the, you could. Page one, that was the bottom of page 134, and then here's some more from lesson 22. Open, profession, treatment, without, I should, will have. Okay, so make sure that you have all those. Oh, going on to 138, construction, contact, prevent, this can, this could. Okay, so make sure you know all of those. I'm going to now read them to you without stroking them. So just make sure you all practice these. I can't stress how important they are. Okay, here we go. They're all from lesson 20 up to 22. Children, today, as well as, that were, to have, of course, from the, he should, may not, become, examine, excellence, importance, important, person, result, return, tomorrow, yesterday, we can, which are expect, respect, continue, damage, delay, members, object, problem, program, question, for the, you could, open, profession, treatment, without, I should, will have, construction, contact, prevent, this can, this could, argue, condition, police, second, at all times, police officer, there was, product, complex, everyone, general, who can, who have. Okay, and I went up to lesson 24, so make sure you know those. And since I really don't have much time left, you all, I'll make sure I get some speed building in for you. I'm just going to go over some of these lessons. Okay, I'm going to read 24-1 and 24-2, and I'll just make sure some of the words that we stroke them out. Okay, let me dictate the words. Remember, words ending in ST is S asterisk, so like the word best, BES asterisk, okay? For the BES, sorry, let me see. BES asterisk, okay, for best, ST. Words ending in IS 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 with an asterisk, so consist, SIS asterisk for the ST, okay? IS with an asterisk is for the IST. Make sure you read everything over lesson 24. Section B, all these words have to, words ending in EN are written just N, so Kristen is Chris, come back N. Glisten, Gliss, come back final N. Hasten is Haste, come back final N. Listen is a brief, pick it up, LN. Highly recommend it. All these words are to be written the same way. Context has to be written just like that. Next is any X with an asterisk. Pretext is pre-TEX asterisk. Text, TEX asterisk, okay? And then all words that end in TH are written T asterisk. So bath, BAT asterisk. Faith, F long AT asterisk, okay? And then remember, all these words have to be written as is. Father, there's a brief for father, F-A-U-R. Mother, M-O-E-R. Okay, M-O-E-R for mother. Make sure you pick those up. And then detective is DKT. I'm on the bottom of 146, DKT. Okay, 146. And then what else? These are just going to be practice words, okay? So have your dictionaries hooked up, and I'm going to read words from page 147. Here we go. Find a focal point, you all. Random words from 147. Blast. Bust. Crust. West. Conformist. Chemist. Pharmacist. Plastic. Foster. Master. Pester. Lobster. Let me give you the brief for administer is MR. Pick this up, very important. Administrate, MRT. You got to put the asterisk in, okay? Very important, you all. Pick those up. If you like them, make your flashcards. Administer is, remember, more is MR. If you put the asterisk, it becomes administer. Administrate, MRT. Your asterisk plays a big role in your theory, very important. So I'll leave that up and then I'll dictate some more words. Fasten, death, debt, math, tight, truth, wealth, authentic, pathetic, strive, deprive, forgive, fugitive, negative, expensive, archive, text, father, youth, autistic, master, dusted, plaintiff. Make sure you know plaintiff, it's in brackets. Plaintiff is PLF, okay? Plaintiff, PLF, just one time, PLF. You're always going to hear defendant, plaintiff in court, so plaintiff is PLF. Moisten, healthiest, thrive, privilege, pharmacist, exclusive, lobster, exorcist, humanistic, antagonist, modest, athletic, haste, resting, navigation, narrative, negative, ethical, oat, death, crust, poster, administer, next, wealthiest, executive, subsist, fascist, fatalistic, expensive, myth, resting, plaintiff, oath, tourist, stethoscope, forecaster, chemist, negative, couth, tester, linguistic, father, save, favorite, exclusive, pester, toaster, dusting, method, youth, statistical, sadist, sadist, forecaster, myth, save, deprive, narrative. And what I'll do is I'll write some of these just so you all can see how they come out as I say them. Foster, moisten, thrive, fugitive, plaintiff, couth, math, dust, blast, master, archive, poster, negative, west, modest, death, expensive, sound it out, lobster, next, wealth, resting, tourist, subsist, modest, boost, foster, ethical, oath, exhaustive, okay, and exhaust, if. Gotta put the asterisk in there, okay? So y'all practice that. I'll have some speed building for the next week. I'll make sure I get you all some good speed building, and just make sure you keep going over your theory and reinforcing it. I cannot stress how important that is, okay? Very, very important. So that's it for today, you all. Let me know if you have any questions. Welcome back once again, and give it your all. We're gonna really push you. Have a great day, you all.